And we're live.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you feeling, babe?
I am incredible.
Yeah, he's incredible. Let's switch that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm looking
just
on the
ended my
iPad.
cycle.
You ended your cycle. Well,
Yep.
congratulations. It was a whole week like women's. So that's on brand.
Heavy flow.
You know what, baby?
What's up?
I don't need the attitude.
I don't have an attitude.
While that was 3 episodes ago.
You
This
just
is 46.
posted the clip today.
That was 43. I know, but that's old news.
Is it old news?
Everything that bothers us happens in the past.
You know what's crazy about that? I feel like everything that bothers me,
Is in
you're
the past.
told to be in the past.
Yes.
But everything that bothers you is in the present, and we have to acknowledge it.
What's the problem? What's the point?
No, I'm just. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. But why? But why is that?
Because
My feelings don't matter.
Happy wife, happy life.
It's actually happy spouse, happy house.
It's actually happy boo, happy you. That's what we started saying on All American.
I love All American. Shout out to Kareem Grimes. Shout out to Mustafa Speaks.
Karima Westbrook.
Karima Westbrook. She's a sweetheart. She's an amazing actor. Shout out to Tay Diggs, man. Everybody who watches this show knows how much I love Tay Diggs.
Do they?
I love Tay Diggs.
Do
his listening face?
Do the listening face. Ladies and gentlemen, Tay Diggs listening face.
Whenever you see Tay Diggs in a scene and he's listening to people, he always does this. He's like,
yeah. We're going to have to make some changes to the team, coach, because I feel like the other team has been cheating and we need to cut some of the players. That's the face. Ladies
I'd be like,
why
is he blowing smoke? If somebody's smoking and he's just like,
I love it. My baby's an impersonator.
Like he's about to say he's about to mention a sentence.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on in here. We are live. This is Wednesday, and it is time for another episode of the Marriage Go Round podcast with Tanjareen and CT. It is a live relationship podcast, so please keep your questions relationship oriented. Don't ask when the next show is on stand-up comedy or when we're going to post this kind of your favorite sketch. It's all about relationships. I
feel like we should change that up because I don't think we even get that anymore. I think we used to in the beginning.
No, we still do. I just ignore them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people still do it.
Wow, I had no idea.
Exactly. That's how well this show is being produced. Thank you, baby. So you are allowed to ask questions about relationships. We'll pin them. We'll get to them. We'll answer as many as we can. We also take advice. We've only been married 9 years. Some of you have been married 40 or 30 or maybe been divorced 3 times. And maybe you have some great advice for us. If you've been divorced, put a capital D, M for married,
only.
S for separated. Does it 9 years sound like a long time to you, baby?
Yes. I've only been alive for some. So it's like 9 years of my life is a major amount.
9 years of
a year out of somebody's life is a lot. A day in these days and times. So you should be celebrating everything. A lot of people, I think, look forward to everything else. So they be like, yo, when we get to 5 years, it's going to be crazy. When we get to 7, when we get to 10, you're like, yo, these are years of my life we're talking about.
Yeah. And I'm glad we're happy. Let's see who was in here before we even got started. And I want to let you guys know, besides us giving relationship advice and taking relationship advice and questions, we also read funny relationship memes at the end of the show. And before that, we take some of you on camera if you'd like to share your life and tell us what you're going through with relationships, and we'll all work through it together. So,
not even just the end. At any given moment, we can go to them memes.
Okay. Well, then that just completely ignores all the hard work that I put into typing up this show rundown.
Well, you know what it is? I always end up having so much fun. I like when we start the show, but I also have fun from like the middle to end be my favorite part of the show. And I'll be trying to get straight to that.
I noticed, and we've done that for you. So I'm here for you.
Good.
So shout out to Autumn Reed, who was in here an hour ago. And she says, can't wait. Jordan Taylor says, this is going to be good. He was in here an hour and 15 minutes ago. Or 15 minutes ago, actually. Latasha says, oh, what's going to be the topic / argument of the day?
I don't even think y'all been giving me my credit. I haven't argued with Tanjareen in quite some episodes. And nobody notices. They only notice the arguments.
I don't know why that is. Salute, Tanjareen and CT. The Wilt Strong said, oh, I didn't clean this off. Go give me some alcohol, baby.
You're the one who knows where everything is.
The Windex under the sink. And a paper towel. Queen, Tanjareen, and CT. Ashley White. See, I'm clicking these comments like 3 or 4 times and it's not coming up. Howdy, Chris Jones says. Login 110, who sent us some money for our anniversary, says, you two are really dope content creators. It really brightens my day. Thank you both. Hashtag Team CT all day. Hashtag Team Reen. Thank you so very much. Login 110. He's on our Patreon.
What up, though?
Love the outfit,
thank
Tanjareen. Thank you so much, Ashley White. Marriage go round. Yes, Miss Cheryl, we're going to get to the song. Okay, married 13 years, Tilly says. What's up, T-Hawk? Happy Marriage Go Round Day. Quite some episodes, T-Hawk. Yeah, that's what he says. He's bragging about that, but he couldn't tell you how many.
At least 4. At least 4.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because the one I just posted about the bleeding heavy was 43.
Yeah, but we didn't argue.
This is 36.
That was me giving you
complaining.
Gut. Well, are we talking about complaints or are we talking about arguments? Because complaints, come on.
Hello. What's up, God Trip? Why did I know how to pronounce that? Hello. Well, let's get into the theme song. I'll let you know quickly what I've been up to, what he's been up to, and then we're getting into relationship topics. I got a couple of good questions in the Discord in the Marriage Go Round room from Ashley White. So if you don't have a topic you want to talk about, we can go to that one, or we can pull from something else. Oh, we just got a super chat from Autumn Reed. It says for $19.99, it says status in a relationship, sort of, ... He claims me, but I don't claim him, ... But I guess he's still mine. Oh, thank you, baby. Wow. So you out there doing it like that, Autumn Reed? People claiming you and you not claiming them back? Well, must be nice. That's all I'm going to say. Must be nice. And I just got a Cash App. And thank you so much to CTs for letting me see that notification. Let me pull out the trap phone. It's from Ashley White. It says, for blessings to the queen herself. She sent a good $10. Thank you so much, Ashley White. These kisses are just for you, Autumn Reed. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen and CT tree. You gonna give Autumn Reed a hug or kiss?
I love giving Autumn Reed hugs. Here's the funny thing.
Before I kiss Ashley White.
Go ahead and kiss Ashley White.
And these kisses are just for you, Ashley White. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen tree. What's up, baby?
Here's the funny thing.
Uh-oh.
I can't even give justice to a virtual hug for Autumn Reed anymore because after actually having the honor of hugging her in person, they're so dope. I don't even want to fake it. Like oh my God, her hugs. Her last hug about made me teary-eyed.
I hope she comes back. Hey, it was good. It's Kevin Lacroix. It's Emperor Kevin. Another super chat. It's a super sticker from Login 110 for $20 for both of us. These kisses are just for you, Login 110.
It's about to be a fight. Everybody coming in. Oh, you sit at 19? Well, I'm sitting at 20. Oh, you still in there?
Hey, I'm not mad at it. And guys, we're not here to raise money. It's not a telethon, but we are grateful because this helps us continue to be able to create content for you guys. Not just this, but all the other videos that we put out as well. So thank you very much, Login 110. Thank you, Ashley. And thank you, Autumn Reed. All right, you ready for the theme song?
Yes, please.
Oh, he's enthusiastic.
Mm-hmm.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. 5, 6, 7, 8. Marriage go round. Marriage go round. Tanjareen and CT's marriage go round. Because it's married things and things are rock. Married things and things are rock. The Real Relationship Podcast. Blocka, blocka, blocka. Pew, 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 pew. That was good. That was so good.
That was it.
That was really good. Thank you, baby. Ashley singing along with us.
The funny part is you watching to see if I'm going to stop. And I'm like, no, let's just get through this song.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Cheryl, for singing along ahead of time. I appreciate you.
Okay.
More than you know. When
really?
you do that with me, it means so much to me.
I didn't know it meant so much to you.
It means so much to me.
I hate it. So I'm glad that you really do appreciate it.
I would not know that you hated it because you've never told me. So I would have no idea.
Gratitude to you, Queen.
Gratitude. Yeah, you need a garage. What's that? Never gets old, Jordan Taylor says. Love the song, Kavan says. And, oh, snap. We got another Cash App. Come on, y'all. We didn't even get to the topic yet, but I'm appreciative, y'all, because, you know, writers is on strike. So girl ain't got no acting jobs right now. Brother ain't got no acting jobs, you know.
Hey.
So you haven't got no TV shows. We on strike.
I created 3 this past week.
Oh, how much did you make so far?
Well, I pitch tomorrow.
Okay, so can we just be grateful for the donation?
I'm just clearing up. Don't make it seem like I'm just not out here.
Listen, I'm out here stanking. So if you could subscribe to everything, patreon.com/Tanjareen, spelled the way it is on the screen. And Tanisha Wilson, $15 on the Cash App. Blue, 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 blue. Thank you, Tanisha, for sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen and CT tree. Oh my goodness. So let's just see.
I got an audition the other day and it was so trash. I said, come on, man. And it was from my agent's assistant. So my agent's assistant sent me this audition for this project shooting in Texas. I looked at it and I was like, come on, man. And then the agent responded right after that email and was like, this should be offer only. And I was like, this shouldn't even be an offer.
And offer only means you don't have to audition for it. They should just give you the part and pay you to do it. So I feel you. Damn, on the train. CT, you look like way cornier intro songs. CT, you like way cornier intro songs.
Name 2.
Yeah, what is he talking about?
Name 2.
Mine says it was good, CT, but not as fire as last week, but you still look good doing it. He did look good. My baby was doing the shoulders. I seen him. He crossed his arms. He did all of that. But yeah, last week was fun too. You were really into it. And this person says,
I'm never into it. I did the best that I could today.
You are into it sometimes. Well, let's talk about real quickly what we were up to, and then we will move on. Last week, right after the show, he and I had a show. It was called the Short Bus Revolt because a little person is the one who produces the show. His name is Pancho Malero. And I was booked on the show, and he was a surprise guest, and everybody loved him.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. It was really good to see you. Are you gonna post some clips from that show? You recorded?
I have so many clips to go through.
I know. I feel you. Let's see. Friday, I went to an open mic at my church. It was really fun and spiritual. And then that night, we went to see The Blackening. What'd you think of that movie?
Oh, it was very funny.
All right. I recommend it.
Shout out to Jermaine Fowler, man.
Yes,
he's my favorite part of that movie. Incredible guy. Man, if you have not gone to see it, go see it.
Excellent. We both really enjoyed it. And it's what I thought the movie Nope was going to be. Because when I saw the trailer to Nope and they were like, something scary would happen and it would be like, Nope. I was like, oh, this is kind of how when a Black person sees something, they're like, nah, I'm not messing with that. Let's get out of here. Let's not be a cliche. That's what I thought Nope was going to be. But it became some supernatural monster type of thing, which Keke Palmer's an amazing actress. But
Alien.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say monster alien movie, but The Blackening was great. So that was Friday. Saturday, I went to the Wildlife Learning Center, was up close with some animals, boa constrictors and porcupines and some leopard-looking cat. Like we got to touch and play with them. It was really, really fun. And then Sunday, I went to Leimert Park for the Juneteenth Festival. It's the 3rd annual one. It was thousands of people there. I took my mama. You could see some of it on my stories, but I have more videos to post from it. It was a really good time. You can put it on your calendar for next Juneteenth if you're ever going to be in California. And while I was there, you were seeing The Flash for the second time.
Yeah, saw The Flash the second time. Loved it. You
gonna see it again?
No, I think I'm done until it comes out. I want to see the director's cut. I hope they drop a director's cut. That would be great. So I can see stuff that wasn't in the movie. Yeah, and I got a chance to hang out with Fuzzy on Monday.
We love Fuzzy. Fuzzy's the guy who does a lot of the cartoons for us. Our drawing of our logos. His name is
amazing. Scott Fuzzy Joseph. Yes, you've also seen him on Villainy. Fuzzy's the best.
Yes. Actually, last week, I think CT's Spirit was 100 during the intro song. Miss Cheryl. Okay, they're noticing.
Y'all not about to get the song again. That's what it's telling me. It's telling me, hey, man, no matter what you do, people don't appreciate it.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, I got a couple of questions right here. Chris says, so I've been married 20 years, coming up in August. CT, where's your space in the house? Mine is in the garage.
My space is the house. I mean, to be honest, Tanjareen usually be in her office or the bedroom. She's not really in the living room. So like my space, I'm usually in like man cave, living room, our bed, like when I first wake up.
That counts as your space?
Yeah, because I'm in the room alone. So
you know what? You've been doing that lately. You've been staying in the bed looking at memes for a long time.
Yeah.
But normally you just get up and go straight downstairs to the man cave.
To the man cave, yeah. It just depends on the mood. It's a very huge and massive blessing to be able to have the space that we have, because we came from a 1-bedroom apartment and we were on top of each other, but not even then, because we still had our space. Like she would be in the bedroom, I would be in the living room.
Extra room too. It was almost like a 1.5, 2.
It was not.
We had a person living in that other room.
My nephew was sleeping on the floor in that room.
We didn't give him a bed. We didn't want him to be that comfortable.
That's a good point. But it became so cluttered with stuff, we could barely get through there at one point.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Remember the washer? We have rose-colored glasses now, but like the washer and the dryer was there.
They were not in the way.
The pole was, you moved the pole.
Yeah.
But that space, it was just like a walkway. And then you got right against the wall, by the mirror, you got a whole bunch of stuff that we were just stacking right there.
That was our shooting equipment to make the sketches, to make the money, to move out.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm just naming the stuff that was, it was a lot of clutter in that room.
Understood. I'm not getting more comments. I hope we're still live. Okay. All right. So I got a great question. Did you have anything about relationships you wanted to address for the topic today?
If I did, I don't think we should say that to make me think right now. I think that would have been something that I would have said before we started. I thought you had a list of topics.
I do. I just didn't want to negate that you might have wanted to say something.
Thank you.
All right. So Ashley White, she posted in the Discord. And when I say the Discord, we both each have our own separate Discords. And hey, Lexi Lex is in the building. Hi, Tanjareen and CT. Hey,
Lexi Lex. Such a sweet girl.
She is. Question from Ashley. She posted it yesterday. It says, it's 2 questions. What would you say is the most attractive thing about your significant other? And the next question is, what's one of the main things to help spice up the relationship to make it work? So I think I want to do a topic on the second question, but I'll answer the first one. What up, Green Ranger? What would you say is the most attractive thing about your significant other? I feel like we've answered that before, but the most attractive thing.
Are we talking about outer qualities or inner qualities?
She didn't say.
Oh, okay. Well, you go ahead.
Chris says CT's thinking about something to eat.
No, I'm pretty satisfied.
Yeah, he got up and made himself something to eat this morning, so he's good.
Oh. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I got up and I was like, man, I want some eggs, right? So I was about to scramble me some eggs, you know, and Tanjareen was making a smoothie already. And I'm like, oh, great, you making a smoothie. Well, I was about to make me some eggs. She was like, go ahead and make your eggs. I'm like, great. So I made my eggs.
So you didn't do anything but actually prove what I said was correct.
Well, I think you
made yourself something.
I think the undertone that you had was like he made himself something to eat. Yeah, so I was like,
you didn't make me anything.
Well, I know that you don't eat anything with your smoothies. You just have your smoothie because you're like, that's the meal. Whereas I'm like, no, I have the smoothie with the eggs, but I want to chew something.
And I made you a smoothie to go with your eggs, right?
Yeah, you almost killed me with the first pass of it.
Hey. You bring up the pass. You bring up the pass.
Yo, I start drinking the smoothie. I took one sip of the smoothie, and she puts dates in our smoothies.
Dates are these little things that look like big old raisins. They're super, super sweet, but they got huge, huge seeds in them. Yeah, so
I literally take one sip of the smoothie, and this seed jumps through the straw, and I was like, I thought it was about to be a piece of date, but it was the seed. I was like, this could have choked me or broke my tooth.
Could have killed my baby. Listen. I usually buy the dates that are pitted.
Should have stuck with my eggs. That's what I should have done.
And pitted means they took the pit out, even though that wording is difficult. But I went to the farmer's market yesterday, got some nice little finds, locally grown, and I got some dates from a new company, and they were not pitted. So I forgot to take the pit out before I made both of our smoothies. And yeah, he almost died. Anyways,
good thing I drink slow, even more fun.
Emperor Kev says, hey, Marriage Go Round Podcast is brought to you by the lawyers at Marriage Go Round Podcast, LLC. Call 1-800-411 Marriage Go Round Podcast and ask for Leroy. Y'all leave Leroy Strickland alone.
That was a great episode.
That's going to be a clip as well.
That was a great episode.
All right, so back to Ashley White's question. She has not answered in the chat what the specifics are, but what's the most attractive thing about your significant other? I got one answer. Oh, that's another question. I got one answer, but that's for something else. What's the most attractive thing about your significant other?
Man, it shouldn't be this hard for us to think about this in this part of the 9 years.
I don't think it was hard.
Seems like you're taking your sweet time.
Well, no, you know what I love about you.
No.
Physically, I like your arms.
Oh.
I like your lips.
Oh.
I like your backside.
Okay.
What?
Quite enough.
And I love to see you with your hair braided.
You know what's funny about that?
I like your smile.
Thank you so much for those amazing things that you just said about me. What's funny is I was just downstairs and I was like, man, why do I keep getting my hair braided? This is so... Last night it was itching up a storm. And I was like, I'm not getting braided again when I take these out. That's what I said to myself.
And now that I've said that's one of my favorite
That's why I'm like, that's what's crazy. Like you said that while I had that thought earlier. I digress. You know, I love your lips. I love your chin. Oh my God. Your chin.
He does compliment my chin a lot.
I kiss your chin often too. I love your lips, your chin. I like your cheeks. I love your smile. I love your perfect, perky, natural breasts. I love your body is incredible. Your hygiene is phenomenal. What's the most attractive thing about you?
It's off the chain. I love that.
Thank you. Most attractive thing about you from a non-physical standpoint would have to be you're extremely nurturing. Like you're a very warm person. Yeah, like you're a very sweet person. And I could never deal with women who weren't sweet and nurturing. And there are so many women that you would think are sweet and nurturing that are not. That's why you got to get to know them beyond the looks. But from a look standpoint, your whole face is pretty top notch. It's a friend of the show. And then your body and your hygiene. But your hygiene is like, mwah.
Thank you so
Never
much.
Caught you slipping. It's been years.
I appreciate that. And your hygiene is why we can be together. Oh, look at the black love, Lexi Lex. Tell me what's attracted you to your husband, Lexi Lex. And husband, tell me what's the most attractive thing about your significant other or whoever you fell for last.
Yeah.
Autumn Reed is still Strickland barbecue and bail bonds. Bail out your boo and get some brisket too. That is funny. Y'all are mean. What was I gonna say? I appreciate everything that you said about me.
That Leroy Strickland clip is gonna be long when you cut it next week.
I know, that's the thing, because you kept going back to it more than once.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
It was a fun time. And
my name is Leroy Strickland. You wanna?
I don't think he's ever gonna watch our show again live.
I hope he does.
If he does, he's not gonna comment.
Listen, everybody who's ever been to a show of mine, you know that if I say something about you in the audience, we're laughing together. It's never gonna be you feeling like you're the butt of the joke, unless you're a jerk, and that's rarely happened.
Oh, I want a screenshot right now. Smile. This will be for my thumbnail guy. Link to me like I linked to you.
Oh, I didn't know what you just said. Smile.
1, 2, 3. Click, 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 click. Okay, that's for my thumbnail guy. All right. So the next part of the question from Ashley. Let's see. You need an occasional hot armpit to really appreciate good hygiene. Woo! A hot armpit from someone other than your significant other, I hope, guys.
Listen, there was a girl. I went to Keenan Baker's Bonfire Stories last week, him and Ice. And when I got there, I went to go see the show, but because I had just got off stage. And then I went to go see BT because BT was performing. Mm-hmm. I get to the show and there's a young lady who's always there. And she's a sizey person, friend of the show.
Okay.
And
BBW or bigger?
You know what's funny? I don't give women the BBW title unless they got what does Big John say? Porch and patio.
Okay.
Like unless they got the front and the back. And she only has like massive the front. Like on the back, you'd be like, oh, that's crazy. You can probably find jeans of any size.
It's very difficult to be that proportion though. Usually you're big one side and not the other. So
well, yeah, she's just very thin. She's like a 90s superhero body. Like she got a really small lower body, really thin lower body, but like pumped up upper body.
Okay, finish your story.
Anyway, so she had come over by me and the waft. I was like, whoo, that's a waft.
And
can't take that scent. I came home, snuggled next to my baby. I said, look at you smelling all good.
Now, in that situation, ladies and gentlemen, we're supposed to tell the person, if we know them, like, hey, you got a little bit of a scent. You might want to go to the back of the room. No,
I reserve that for people I'm extremely close to. And people that I'm extremely close to, I can be myself 1,000,000% of the time. People that I'm not really close to will still say things like, oh, CT arrogant, CT cocky. Those people don't really know me. You know what I mean? So I don't really take offense to that kind of stuff. But people who know me, I could be like, hey, you got a little, you know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, oh, man, thank you. Or, oh, I just left to such and such. You'd be like, hey, man, that's all good. I just wanted you to know. So you be careful going around other people who don't love you.
Because then they won't tell you. And Ms. Cheryl says, I'm imagining Persephone. Nah.
Never.
Unless you're thinking of BBW
great.
with porch and patio, then yes, Persephone. And she always has good hygiene.
Man, her hygiene is top notch.
Yeah.
She smells great all the time.
She's the best.
And I've been around her when it's been hot.
I feel like once you get a certain level of income, there's no excuse. Because soap and water ain't even an issue. But for whatever reason, there's no reason for somebody that's doing well to not make sure they smell good.
I don't think it's about doing well or not, because at my poorest, my hygiene's always been top notch. And I used to be on the bus and I used to have to make sure because I would be leaving the house at, let's say, 5 p.m. and wouldn't come back until like after midnight. So I had to make sure that I was preserving myself and making sure I didn't smell.
She got that dark-winged duck build. Yeah, Bandersnatch says, I love that I'm coming on the problematic-ish. Hey, Bandersnatch.
Yo, and we're not talking about, because I know people who tuning in might be, we're talking about the young lady from the story. We're not talking about body types of how we switch different women up. But yeah, so I think also when it comes to hygiene, you just have to be attentive to your own body. Like even to this date, there are soaps that I'll buy and be like, nope, that doesn't work well for my body.
Yeah.
Like when I bought the Dove, love the Dove. Dove smells great. I was like, I think I need to give these to Tanj because it's a great soap, but not for my skin.
Yeah, it's for women.
Oh.
When I saw you buy it, I was like, oh, he's buying this for me. And then you put it in your bathroom. I was like,
Well, here's what you got to remember.
Okay.
I grew up in a household where it was just me, my mom, and my sister. So I'm used to using soap that I didn't know was a woman's soap.
Smelling like sauteed onions. What's up, Sharice? Bandersnatch says it's easier for women to tell women about body odor. That's true, but sometimes they don't do it either. Because I've been in the car with somebody who smelled like fish, and I didn't. They were a friend of a friend, and they were pregnant, and I was like, I don't really want to say anything, but this is woman to woman.
There was a girl who came over our apartment when I just started shooting Instagram videos, and I wanted her to be a part of the videos, and she brought her robe. Remember? She brought her robe over there, and she left her robe for like months.
Oh, yeah.
But when she first left, we were like, oh, you left your robe. And, you know, naturally what people do when you leave stuff in their house, they smell it. And I was like, woo! And then Tanj was like, and I was like,
and she wouldn't come back and get it.
She would not come back and get it.
I'd be super confused when celebrities look dirty. LOL. It's outrageous. I know.
But that doesn't show you hygiene isn't about a level of wealth. It's just about the person. Because we used to think, like, you know, you think you're a kid or you at home, you watch a celebrity, you're like, I bet they smell amazing. Sometimes these people be humming.
Yeah, we've learned. I use men's Dove body wash. Okay, I saw 2 people say that. So that's something.
Go back to Green Ranger where he said what he thought is attractive about Alexis.
All right, so back to our topic. If you're just tuning in, this is episode number 46 of the Marriage Go Round podcast, and we are talking about, what you doing?
Helping you along.
We're talking about Ashley White's question, which is, what is your most attractive quality about your significant other? And Lexi Lex answered first. She says, appearance-wise, I love his eyes and smile. In other aspects, I love his knowledge. I'm always learning new things about everything from him. Conversation is never dry, even after 11 years.
That's amazing.
That's a great compliment. Oh.
I agree with her on well, I don't be looking at this dude's eyes, but he has a great smile. Green Ranger has one of those smiles where you be like, man, this just made my day better.
He's likable. He's very likable.
He's so likable.
And this one is Green Ranger talking about Lexi Lex. He says, one of my wife's most attractive qualities is that she's actually genuine in everything she does. There's never any manipulation or ulterior motives. Ooh, so it's not even a physical thing. It's her genuineness inside. That's deep. Yeah. That's deep. I
appreciate her genuineness as well. Her authenticity, I guess we will say. Because people don't really say genuineness a lot, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a word.
Yeah, but her authenticity, she's super sweet. But you can't neglect her face, Green Ranger. That face then gave you 2 beautiful children.
She's a cutie. She's a cutie. Darnell says, my wife is beautiful, but I love her adventuring spirit. Oh, I have an adventuring spirit. CT hates it because he thinks I'm going to get kidnapped because I'm always off doing something. I'm trying to go somewhere fun. And he's just like, yeah, I'll be in the house. I don't think
that. I know that. And that's why I'm here, to make sure that you don't wander off or get taken. I will say that I also appreciate your fearlessness.
Thank you.
Your fearlessness is dope. Like your fearlessness, I was thinking about our wedding night a couple of days ago. And I was like, man, I get so scared to dance in public. And I was like, man, if I dance in public, it's got to be a slow dance and it's got to be with Tanjareen so she could lead the way. Because like I'm going to have my eyes closed and she's going to be in my arms because I always think people are looking at me. And here's the funny thing, guys. Because of my popularity, people do be looking at me now. So it's like, I'm so uncomfortable.
He was so scared at our first dance at our wedding, and I didn't know until after the fact he told me. And I was like, oh, I knew he was shy and didn't like to dance in front of people, but he did really well.
And everybody's looking at you at your wedding.
Yeah, we're the only ones on the dance floor, especially.
I was like, don't look at me. Somebody else dance.
Latasha's telling us what she likes about herself. She says,
Okay.
I love my smile and personality. Okay, Latasha, she's dating her. I love it. Fine, the yeeks.
That's hilarious. Answering
something physical that he likes about his wife. The yeeks.
Slick Safari.
We got to hear from him later on in the show, but he says, physically, I love great teeth and pretty eyes, but mentally, I love conversations. Yeah,
I love a good conversation. A good conversation will change the dynamics of any relationship.
Yeah. Adventure is the best way to learn how to make your life better and more enjoyable. Thank you, Jordan Taylor. Lacey Les says, CT feels safe with Tanjareen. That's amazing. Darnell says, agreed. Women sometimes tackle the things that men are cautious with. That's true. And that's why I like to say iron sharpens iron. Miss Cheryl has a question. Do you two have any fears in your marriage? This may have been discussed before. Fears in the marriage.
Yeah, I have a fear. This is a realistic fear though, because Tanjareen she's a very loyal person. Like to the point where if I crack a joke about BT, she'll hear me out before she thinks to laugh because she's so loyal to BT. She's like,
he's our best friend.
Okay, yeah, that's funny. And then she'll laugh. And it's like, hey, this is me. You loyal to me. I don't want to hear you like take it up for somebody else. So my fear is that she'll end up developing a relationship with somebody that I don't like and I can't speak my mind because she's going to take their side. Realistic fears. What's yours?
How long have you had that fear?
About 13 years.
Wow. I had no idea. My only fear is that I'm going to have to deal with your health because you eat like an 8-year-old. Pizza, wings, sodas, and sweets all day.
Oh, you want to say real fear out here?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, cool. No, I didn't know.
Wait, no.
No, I didn't know.
Is that bad?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know you wanted to do a real fear. I thought we were just doing.
The one you just said, I'm not loyal to you is what it sounds like. You worried that I'm going to be loyal to another person.
I thought we were just doing.
That was a real fear. Okay,
I didn't know you were real fear. No, it's
Delete
fine.
that. Delete that because now you're about to roast me.
No, it's fine. I think one of my fears. No. I think one of my fears about Tanjareen would have to be. Yeah. Did y'all get that?
That is a good fear,
That's
baby.
a good fear.
I'm glad you shared that with everybody.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
LMAO, y'all are hilarious.
That's crazy. I could have sworn we were doing. We got a podcast fears. I didn't know you were saying your real fear. Tanjareen is so gullible, and she's a horrible decision maker when it comes to money. She'll be like, "Oh, all I got is."
You want to be muted?
Why can't I speak my mind?
Isaac said, wow, CT can't believe you shared that with us. I didn't know it was a secret.
Crazy.
You have a whole bit you talk about on stage about how much you love eating junk food and you wish that I wouldn't stop you from eating that way. And you wish you were with a big chubby girl so that she could eat wild with you. So I didn't know this was a secret fear.
That's crazy. I don't tell, first of all, every time I post clips of stand-up, it's not my full-on material, something that happened in the moment. So that when they come see me, they be like, oh my God, I didn't know he had this type of material. Unless it's a wild night that I'm like, all right, we're just gonna have some fun. But my point is, you out of control and you muted my fears of yours. This show ain't fair.
That's okay, because Monty said she read your lips.
Oh yeah?
Oh look, this is okay. Michael Jones is always asking the same questions over and over again. And I don't know why he's still around, but he says, hey, Tanjareen, you know it's been 10 years of the Jump Off's final episode. We'll never know who got shot. Shake my head. You know what? I know that you are a different type of person, Michael. So
That's a good
I'm not going to keep telling you. I'm not going to keep telling you.
Don't forget he's different.
He is different. Let's see. Autumn Reed says his most attractive qualities, his humor, his patience, his thoughtfulness, and of course his D. Autumn Reed.
Ooh.
The one that she doesn't claim.
Oh, got it.
I'm guessing that's what you're talking about, but he has all those qualities, but you ain't claiming them already.
Hey.
What does the brother got to do to get you to claim them? That's another episode. Why does it take us so long to commit to somebody?
Let's talk about that today.
Okay, listen, this is something that's been on my roster.
Yeah.
I want to know why, and is this a black thing or just a man thing? Why does a woman have to do so much before a man will commit? The woman has to be down for him, help him when he's broke, bail him out of jail, deal with him, forgiving him for cheating, and just, be there when his mama's in the hospital. A woman has to go through so much for him to look up 2 years later and go, you know what? She's a good woman. I'm going to go ahead and make it official. And it's like, geez Louise, why did it take you so long? Whereas we as women don't make a guy go through that many things, that much heartache, that much drama, that much pain before we commit. We don't?
Well, I'm gonna give my point about what you just said about the women not putting guys through a lot, but I'm gonna answer your question. And this is something that nobody ever says out loud as people of color. But honestly, and it's not just a black thing, it's a minority thing. It's our mother's fault. If I can be completely honest with you.
Okay, tell us.
It's your mother's fault, because if you're a boy, you've grown up and you've seen, it's a level of trauma, right? It's trauma bonding. It's drama. What is that called when people have super dramatic lives, but they don't realize they're the drama? It's like they're drama. I can't think about it. Anyway.
I don't know. Drama prone, dramatic.
Drama prone.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're conflict prone. So it's like trauma bonding is when a boy has seen his mother, if she was a single mother especially, or if her mother and father fought all the time, and he saw what kind of mother his mom was. And from our perspective, we only saw the hurt on our mom, right? We saw our mom be either cheated on, or disrespected, or left alone, or whatever the case. There are a million other things that you can name. And as boys, we're like, oh, I want to protect my mom from that because you're going through it with her, right? So somehow in your mind, you think that you're not going to be able to have a happy relationship unless a woman is there for you during your own dramatic times. And that doesn't mean that you're doing what you did to your mom, but it's like, if you're somebody who's in trouble with the law, or you're somebody that is financially problematic, or you're someone that you just can't get things going off the starting blocks in your own life, we a lot of times feel that if a woman can't hold me down or be through this struggle with me, then she's not worth my time. And with that,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
With that struggle, he in turn, because of his own delinquency and through his own not fully baked emotional brain, puts you through drama, not even realizing it until he gets older. You know what I mean? So it's more of a minority thing. I don't have enough white male friends to be able to give you what they've gone through, but I've seen so many different minorities go through this when it comes to dating. And then we'll get to the woman part after.
So this. I feel like the funny thing is, you say it's because you've seen your mom struggle, but that was a man who put her through that. So it's kind of like it's still the man's fault, which is interesting because the cycle on the woman's side is that we're taught to be independent, make our own money, never need a man for anything. So we're running around able to pay for our own car note, able to pay our own rent, or buy our own house when we get older, we get a college degree. And then we don't know what we need from a man. And so we've got the money, and we're the one that can help him if he needs help with the rent. We are the ones that can get him out of jail. We are the ones that can cook him a meal when he's hungry. And so it just became that pattern of we had to be this strong woman. And now this man is leaning on us. And it takes him a while to realize, oh, this is wifey. But let's read what your answers are. Go ahead.
And before we get to these answers, green room, I need y'all to stay patient for a while because this is about to get hot. So stay where y'all are.
This is great.
Go ahead.
Okay, so George says, because of all his baggage or previous women problems, that's why a man will put a woman through so many things before he will make a commitment. Autumn Reed says the dude that she's with, she won't claim him, but he claims her. I said, why? She says, because I don't do labels. At my age, I don't think they're needed in relationships.
Okay.
Green Ranger says, because we're the ones who control relationships. Think about it. Y'all do the same thing to us with sex most of the time.
If I can also add something.
We do control if we're going to have sex or not.
Extremely unpopular opinion. Even to say this out loud is crazy. A lot of men put women through things subconsciously, not knowingly in 80% of these cases, but it's a form of breaking. It's like how they used to break slaves,
break a buck.
how you break a horse, how you train a dog.
And why do you need to break a woman before you could just accept her love and give it back?
Oh, because a lot of us don't know how to love naturally. But to be honest with you, and that's why I just said unknowingly, because it's like, man, if you're the type of person that puts somebody through things in order to test their love for you over and over and over again, that's a psychological manipulation. And when you're doing a psychological manipulation, now you've seen how far this person will go with you or how loyal they are to you. And then and only then in your mind do you feel that they're valuable enough to get the label. But at that time, they're so destroyed.
Right.
You know, they can't
They're
even
broken.
have a better relationship after you, which is why so many relationships end on bad terms where one or both of you guys are crazy. Now keep going to the comments.
Emperor Kev says, I don't know. Last lady I talked to said I was moving too fast. So I slowed down and now I'm in the friend zone.
Oh, no, we're going to get to the ladies in a minute, brother. I got you.
Oh, my goodness. Bandersnatch says to Autumn Reed, same, friend, same. I'm not calling you my boyfriend at this big age. So call him your man.
Okay.
Still claim each other.
Don't claim him if you want to.
As long as you're there for them,
Thanksgiving
you are
coming soon.
overcoming your fears. And you don't want to be alone on Thanksgiving? Autumn Reed says, also, I don't feel the need to publicly claim someone because I trust them to respect me enough to not be in a situation that will require me to have to claim you.
Okay.
You going deep. So y'all just don't go on like double dates or you don't hold hands when you're out and like do fun stuff. Y'all the people that be at two separate rooms at the ends of the party, pretending y'all not together. Isaac says, not to mention women, not all women, are so quick to say, I don't need you. So men don't step up or commit because they might be waiting for the end.
Okay.
And that goes with what I'm saying. We're taught to be independent.
Yeah.
That's facts, Ashley says. Figure says a lot of guys never seen a woman loved correctly.
That's a fact.
Exactly. And that's too bad. And that might be, I'm still putting it back on the men. If the men leave the wife or the baby mama, the baby mama's forced to raise a child with them not seeing what love looks like.
Yeah.
And then it starts this cycle.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a truly healthy relationship. And that's of any color, right? So it's the exact same reason that boys in the hood want to become rappers, is because we go off of what we see. We're like, oh man, this rapper has this really big chain. He has these really expensive watches and these cars and the girls love him. I want that. So they want to become a rapper. Whereas kids that go to private school go and they see at this party that their friend's father owns a bank. And they're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go into finance. So it's just about what people see. I've never
what
seen,
you're supposed to. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But let's get to these girls.
All right. Guy says claiming is for public. We know what it is. Okay.
All right.
Psychological manipulation happens more often than it's being recorded as people hide it so well through grooming, gaslighting, etc.
Gaslighting is not a real word, but I completely understand what you're saying with everything else. It's a new word
that everybody uses all the time now.
But if you ask people to explain exactly what it is, they won't be able to do it.
Right.
Now, and that's not against you, actually. I'm just saying overall.
Yeah, she was working on her master's degree.
Yeah, you killing it. So, women.
All said while he has a big chain on, LOL.
Yeah, it's huge. And I grew up on Jay-Z. I grew up on Nelly, Luda. I always wanted a big ass chain. And this ain't even my biggest chain.
Woo! Light flex, in the words of Green Ranger.
It only seems big because of the cross, but that's brand new.
I love it. Miss Cheryl says, I need confirmation. Personally, I'm down for the girlfriend, boyfriend title. I think it's cute, builds the foundation. I'm with you, Miss Cheryl. And if you don't want to say I'm your girl, I'm your woman. But you can call me something.
You gonna call me something. I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah. If you want me to commit to you and be exclusive to you, you gonna call me something.
Now, here's the thing with women. There are so many women, and I'm not making a generalization. There are so many women that have been done wrong by the guy before the new guy that you guys go into relationships, most of you, not all of you, most of you go into meeting a new guy with treating him as if he's coming from a deficit, right?
Yeah. Men,
for the most part, not all, because there's some creepy weirdo dudes out there. A lot of men start every woman off with 100%. You get 100% starting off, and it's up to you how will you keep that 100%, or if you drop me down to treating you to where you are a 40% person. All right. A lot of women will start a guy off with -0, and everything he does, it's like he's clawing up to get further to the 100%. So the first thing is, oh, hey, how you doing today? Hey, I'd love to get to know you better. Hey, how was your day today? Hey, let's go here. Okay, cool. Tell me about yourself. Here's some flowers. I was thinking about like all of these things are to try and climb out of that deficit to where it's like, yo, do you like me yet? Well, I don't really know you. I've told you everything about me. I'm trying to be around you.
I agree with that, but I think we start the deficit from the trust deficit. You guys start off trusting us 100%.
Absolutely.
Because no woman has broke your heart yet. And you feel like only men are the ones going around breaking hearts. And so you trust a woman fully, but you don't give her 100% of you. You don't give her 100% of your commitment.
True. So the 100% of the commitment comes after he breaks you.
Unfortunately, and that brings us to the topic that I was asking. If you're just tuning in, episode 46 of Marriage Go Round.
These are all unhealthy topics.
We just want to know, why is it that men seem to put a woman through so much before he will commit to her? Why does she have to be broken, have her heart broken, spend money on him, or just do all these things for him to be like, you know what? I'm gonna stop messing around with everybody else. She's the one.
Short answer is because he never saw how to properly love a woman. And two is because subconsciously and unknowingly, he is trying to break this person down to a certain level to where he can rebuild with her and they can start as one. However, it doesn't always go like that. But yes, women start you off with a trust 100%, but they start you off with a deficit as far as feelings are involved. Whereas men come in like, hey, I like you. I don't know about you yet. It's going to take a while before I start doing this and that. And that kind of thing weighs on a man. So what that does is it continues the cycle. So if a man is coming to you like, hey, I like you. And you're like, I don't know yet. Let's see how this goes. What that's going to do is it's going to be like, man, I'm excited about her, but she's not excited about me. Let me start slowing down. Now it gets into the unknowingly breaking her down. I'm not about to send text every day. I'm not about to try to see you as often. I'm going to call you whenever I feel like it. And now your interest is going up because you're starting to feel a sense of loneliness or a sense of, well, is he losing interest in me? And now the tides are switched. She's starting to like you more than you like her. And because she likes you more than you like her, now you're putting her through the things and to where it's like, oh man, she really does like me. All right, cool. Yeah, let's be together. But she's like, I've maxed out my credit cards. I don't have any good juice left or whatever.
Not good juice. And I think that the part of the reason that there will be a woman that says, oh, I don't really know you yet is because a lot of men will tell us they really like us.
Yeah.
They really like us, but they're really just trying to get in our pants.
Okay.
And so we might have 7 different dudes within that month who are constantly trying to take us out, trying to text us every morning. Good morning, beautiful Grand Rising Queen. But it's really just so they can smash.
And you know what's messed up? When those 7 guys are hitting you, because all 7 of those dudes are trying to get in your drawers and all of that, there were probably 2 that were being extremely authentic and did not want to just get those draws. But you start treating all 7 of those guys the exact same,
right,
and now you've missed out completely.
We can't tell. Slick Safari says, I was the broken one, unfortunately. Ashley says, sometimes being too trusty can lead to hurt and trauma. Green Ranger says, I agree, CT. It's insane for me to have to do more than the last dude, especially if you gave him your womb.
Yo, let me tell you something. I was performing about 2 weeks ago, and there was a woman and a guy in the audience. They were on a date, white couple, and she was beautiful, and he was with her. And I said, "Hey, how long y'all been together?" And she was like, "This is our 3rd date." And I was like, "Oh, have you smashed her?" And he was like, "Nah." And I was like, "Oh, let me guess, ma'am, are you're waiting like 90 days?" She was like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Cool. Let me ask you this very personal question outside of the ones I've already asked you. Have you had a one-night stand?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, okay. So that right there shows that you're making him work harder than you made the one-night stand work.
And I couldn't believe she fell for that question and gave you the true answer.
Yeah, I'm going to post that clip for sure.
Thank you. Now, I'm ready to go to the people that have been waiting in the green room. Thank you so much. Part of the show is not only interactive in the comments, but interactive on the screen. So let's bring in someone who's been patiently waiting.
We got a lot to get
to give us their update. The show, it is Slick Safari. What up, Slick? Sir Slick. Excuse me, Sir Slick.
You look like you're in a Jasmine Sullivan video.
Where are you, sir? Are you playing video games? You doing VR? What's happening?
Oh nah, I just had to turn the TV off and everything.
Okay.
I didn't want nothing in the background.
I need you to ask good questions.
I'm sorry, you look like you're flying an airplane, sir. Tell everybody where you're located. Give us an update on your dating life, or give us your relationship question.
Okay, well, from Detroit, Michigan.
What's
I'm single.
Oh.
Yeah. So
To
you
catch
know.
y'all up, everybody watching, Slick Safari met an older young lady. Older young lady. She, I think this is about a month ago. He met her, and he had to find her. He found her. They started dating. What recently happened is we found out a little while ago is she has a son his age, and the son came to his mother's house to find Slick Safari on the couch in his drawers, and felt that his mother should have told him that she was dating somebody that was his age. Slick talked to her. She said she wasn't ready to tell him, and she felt like he's making her choose between her son and him. And now you're going to give us the update on why you are now single.
Must have been his son meeting him in his drawers, is what Guy Tripp said. No, I don't read. Sir, what happened? Why are you single?
Well, I don't know the specifics, but I did have a sit down with her and her son. I guess they agreed at the same time, or they talked about it. I don't know. Well, they broke the news to me at the same time, and they said that, you
They
know,
broke her.
yeah, they broke the news to me at the same time, not her. Um, they said that, you know, it wouldn't feel right to the rest of the family because I found, she told me she only had a son and a daughter. Son was around my age. The daughter is like in her late 20s. No, like early 30s. Um, and found out she has more kids. You
How many
know,
more?
three more. So she has five in total.
So you can
Wait,
trust her.
let her finish. Keep going.
They told me it wouldn't, be fair to the rest of the family. And I'm sitting there like, well, I met, a sister, a few sisters actually, a couple of the brothers, and they were all right with me. So I didn't understand.
What do you
Um,
So,
mean you met a few brothers? You met some of her kids?
no, some of her brothers.
Oh, her siblings.
so you
Okay.
met the oldest son. So every other kid was younger than him.
Hmm.
How do you hide three extra children? And what would they matter? You're dramatically older than them.
I mean, I guess they felt a certain way. I guess they all had a talk.
Slick, I have a question. When you found out about the three kids that she clearly was not honest with you about, did you find out about this at the same time she sat down to talk to you with her son, or did you find out on a different day?
The same exact time.
So she's been dishonest with you this whole relationship. And then had the nerve to be the one to break up with you over it.
I'm sorry you went through it, brother, but I will
too.
say this. When I tell you I am an incredible friend because I like to remind my friends of details like I'm about to say. You got to smash. Okay?
You were able to get some sex out of her.
Don't forget that. Like, I understand you were feeling her and all of that, but that, good brother, was the puppy love. That's the honeymoon phase where real life hasn't set in. So everything y'all doing is great, is magic. You're wondering why you haven't found this woman sooner. And then this happened, and this lets you know why it was not going to work out anyway. Because I'll tell you this, it's not so much as her son being uncomfortable as much as it is she's easily influenceable. And that's not somebody that you want to have around because at the end of the day, you the parent, you the mama. So
she's too old for that.
He's grown. It's not like listen, I'm saying right now, Slick, if this young man was 15 or 16, I'm not even having this conversation with you because he's still in her care. He's still being provided for. This man is in his 30s. And the fact that he's in his 30s and he's an adult man that does not live with his mother and he's influencing his mother's decisions shows me that she is not as mature and adult as we all hope that she would be. And it's also her fault for even giving you the attention in the box in the first place, knowing that she had a child around your age.
And she let you have full room and range of her home, made you comfortable, like y'all were really building towards something special, knowing that she was hiding three other children. And I want to know, did she tell you why she didn't tell you about the other three children?
There wasn't any explanation after that. Like she didn't. I mean, it was like she had the attitude to where I said what I said and it is what it is type.
See that right. I'm glad you said that, Slick. I'm glad you gave me that detail because that shows me that she's not great with communication. Anytime you talk to an adult man or woman and they're hitting you with a popular topical phrase as a response to clear-cut communication and an adult conversation, they're already immature. I said what I said, and you think that this is okay to say outside of a TV screen? You got me all the way messed up.
Yeah, sounds like the son and the hidden kids pressured her to make that decision. Obviously, the box was grand. 5 kids is wild. Scale of 1 to 10, how was the sex?
Sex was great.
About an 8.5.
Number.
Out of 10, I would say, well, I've had a damn near 10. So I would say like in a 7.5.
Oh, that's not that good.
7.5.
That's average.
That's not enough.
C minus.
That's not enough for me.
I mean, but you get it constantly. So it's not like you think about other things.
Okay.
You know, I can go out.
So you would have been committed to her if this had worked out. You wouldn't have been trying to mess around on her.
Most definitely. I mean, and that goes back to like the earlier question about how long does it take for someone to commit? I was always the heavy committer. You know, I was always, okay, let me put my all in and let me see what comes back. Then when I see certain things, I ignore red flags. And that was a bad trait for me. But I was also raised like, you know, my dad he was kind of a player. He had like different girlfriends, and my mom, you know, she kept a steady relationship through, you know, maybe a couple dudes. But at the same time, they both taught me like, you know, the ins and the outs of the relationship stuff, like the stuff that I needed to know, you know, respect and, you know, certain things that I, you know, really needed to know. So I wasn't really lacking, but when I started dating, it was like, okay, now I'm getting my heart broke. Now I'm, you know, rethinking things, and now, you know, it's kind of breaking me. So when I do meet a nice woman that has great traits, I see one thing that my ex might have did, and it just switches my whole mind up. Like, oh shit, she might be like my ex.
You couldn't encounter this. Nobody could have saw this coming, because who would have thought it would have went that far to where her son and her are trying to have a conversation with you about why this isn't okay? First of all, you're also showing me that you're not woman and adult enough to have this conversation with me on your own, instead of with your son next to you.
Wild.
I didn't get into this relationship with your son.
And it's like you two on one. It's like they ganged up on you. And
that's how I felt.
Have a seat over here. We want to talk to you.
It's like an intervention on a relationship. That's crazy.
Yeah, she did you a favor, man, because if you didn't get out then, it was going to be something else crazier down the line. I'm glad you didn't meet the other 3 kids, because who's to say one of the daughters would have been like, he's somebody I would date. Oh, I saw him look at me, mama. And then she's like, oh, you're attracted to my daughter? And that insecurity. So
Miss Cheryl has a question. Did you ask any questions about her though, Slick? Oh, okay, she's shady, but did the children question ever come up? I mean, she's older. Who would have thought she had kids? Now, Miss Cheryl, he said he knew she had 2. Did she actually say I have a total of 2 kids? Or did you just happen to see the 2 kids and realize they were hers? Or like, how did she not mention these other 3?
I've always asked her, do you have kids? That was one of the main questions on the first date. Do you have kids? How old are they? That's how I learned about the brother and the sister, and how he's almost my age, and how she doesn't live nowhere near in the country. Like, and she didn't, like, she video called her mother, and I actually saw the daughter, and you know, everything, but she only told me about those 2. So when I asked, do you have kids, I would expect you to be like, okay, I have such and such, this, that, third.
Yeah, name all of them.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
She didn't have any family photos in her house. LOL, that's mad suspicious.
True.
Got it. Yeah, that's down my bad. I'm sorry you went through that, Slick. And what I'm hearing from you is part of what we talked about earlier in the show. Is that's the kind of thing that makes you put your guards up for the next person you date. So if anybody wants to give us advice in the comments as I say this on how does somebody like Slick move forward in trusting a woman, dating a woman, Are older women off limits now for you, sir? Are you still attracted to people who are, more than 8 to 11 years your senior?
Um, I don't I don't know yet. It's I mean, I wouldn't say I'm completely scarred, but I'm back dating, so I mean, I'm open to it.
I'll tell you this right now. The next woman you meet, if she's older than you, if she has kids, just make sure you are at least 15 years older than that child.
Than the oldest kid?
Trust me. That's one. Two,
Okay.
I know that there are certain women with certain qualities that we all look for, but women your age are available. Try to look outside of the norm, but be open to everything. And I'm not even worried about you treating women with a non-trust in that. I know you're going to start the next girl off with a clean slate. You're not the type of person to, punish the next girl. But I will say, just don't be afraid to put yourself out there again, because a lot of these things are experiences for your life, which are not bad.
And if you feel you need to talk about this to somebody to really get through it, there are free places that do therapy, because this is kind of, traumatizing, because you really were caring about this woman and she was lying to you and then broke up with you in front of somebody that she cared about. So it's a lot for you to have to just move on from. You might want to heal yourself first. Thank you so much for sharing the truth with us. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm not afraid to say it. I have a therapist. I go to therapy.
Oh, great.
Oh, yes, for sure.
So you'll heal quickly from this, I'm sure.
You're a level-headed dude. You already got the girls trying to beat the other girls off with a stick, so you're gonna be good. But that's a crazy one. We have been invested in this whole thing.
Yeah, but we got from the beginning to the end. You started the first time coming on here talking about her that you fumbled when she flirted with you and you thought you had lost the opportunity. We gave you some advice. You went back in there. You got with her. You dated her. You were comfortable with her. Full closure. So
you got the box. Let's not forget that.
I mean, that's not always the mission.
With children your age.
Hold on. Say it again.
Man, that's not always the mission,
I hear you, but you're only saying that because it's 7.5. Now, if it was a 10, you'd be like, I got that box.
Yeah, 7.5 ain't nothing to brag about. Maybe she can make a good mac and cheese.
I hope she don't watch this.
Hey, man, I'm about to edit all your clips in one video, post them on YouTube, and I'm going to tag her because she's wrong.
Oh, my
But you are going to be in some clips, so get ready. Do not date a person with children your age. The children will almost never be comfortable with that, and they trump you every time. Right. Don't make the next pay for what the ex did. Sir Slick, remember that not all women are the same. You seem like a good dude. You will find her soon enough. My brother dates older women. Z-Dog, at least the kids ain't beat his eggs.
Well, first of all, what y'all don't know about Slick Tavares, he got hands. So don't think that the son could have just...
Come on now. I mean, I'm not even going to take it there.
Yeah. My mama date my mama date men my age. I've dated men her age. We all just out here living and learning, sir.
I heard that, Miss Cheryl. Miss Cheryl about that life.
But also, emphasis is Miss Cheryl. It's not like she's a lesbian. So it's not like her mother is dating women her age. So to date a guy her age is like, it's kind of like a boy.
So there's no threat, is what you're saying.
Right, there's no threat. But like with a boy and his mom, he's like, oh, you dating a guy it's very creepy because it's damn near relationship-ish. But with a guy, if his dad was dating a girl his age, he's like, oh, do your thing, Dad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh my gosh. Autumn Reed says, heal yourself and then sleep with her friend or cousin for the petty revenge.
I say, follow the sister.
Oh, we have to get out of here.
Or the daughter is what I'm telling you.
We have to get out of here. CT's crazy.
I'm gonna call Leroy Strickland Jr. on this one.
What you say about Leroy Strickland Jr.?
I'm gonna call Leroy Strickland Jr. on that and get some of my money back. That's what I'm gonna do.
Good to see you, man.
Thank you for letting us in. I appreciate it.
Love y'all.
Love you back, man.
That's hilarious.
He's the best. He is the best. All right, real quick, we're coming to Ashley White. What up?
Hey!
Bounce. What's up, Ashley?
I am blessed. How you doing?
She came in on Tanjareen Stop Talent and she didn't bounce. And I said, girl, you owe us a boob twerk or something. She pans the camera over. Her mother's driving her somewhere. Now we were like, oh,
she did it on the low. Like,
but she can do it now. Hey. She's in a bad connection. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. We love your energy, Ashley. Oh, my. So tell us where you're located and what you want to say quickly because we are already past an hour and 4 minutes.
Yes, Charlotte, North Carolina. I definitely agree with everything y'all said because sometimes when y'all hide something, the first thing that should have been a red flag in the first place because and it could lead to trauma bond, which I have a question about that too. Trauma bond. Do you think when someone has that trauma bond and when they carry it to the relationship, do you believe like it can hurt the relationship beyond like for the other person as well in their future relationships?
Yes. If you have a trauma and you haven't dealt with it and moved on from it and you take it into a dating relationship, it will rear its ugly head until you learn to deal with it. Hopefully you're with a person who's patient enough to help you deal with it or that tells you, let's take a step back until you deal with it, but it's not going to go away.
Also, trauma bonding can be one of you guys going through something, and then and then it's over, and it's like, man, do we still have this bond? Sometimes y'all gotta be able to have a good foundation beyond that traumatic event to be able to go past that.
Yes.
So yeah.
Good question, and thank you for your questions that you asked earlier that we started the show off.
You're the best. Hey, also, Slick Tavares single. Go ahead, shoot that shot.
Yeah.
There's rules in that Discord now, in that Tanjareen Discord. I'm following them to the Tanjareen Discord.
Oh.
So that means she's interested.
It does.
And attracted. So
she
maybe
brought the rules up.
If one of you wants to leave the Discord for this,
I'm not leaving no Discord. I love the Tanjareen Discord. I love the energy, and I love CT's Discord. I'm not leaving that Discord, that Tanjareen Discord. It'd be juicy over there, but hey, yo,
it is juicy over there. We love you, Ashley. We'll see you in the Discord. Team Tanjareen, Team Green all day.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
She's so cute, man.
Oh, let's see. CT and Tanjareen are the best. Cobra Tay is in here. You better follow the rules. What's up, Z-Dog? You just need to let go of the past and keep moving forward. Michael Jones Jr. is in the green room, you guys.
I'm gonna bring you in. I don't want to hear nothing about that damn show. All right.
Or about the concert that he posted in the comments. Nothing that doesn't have to do with our show and relationships and
facts.
I don't feel good about this.
All right. What's up?
Hey,
man?
guys.
Hi, Michael Jones Jr.
I apologize, guys. Even though you did play on the show 10 years. I won't mention that ever again.
Thank you. What did you want to come on and say? Is that what you wanted to say?
Yeah, I just want to say that Raheem Devon album is now concert. It's an EP. You will love it. It's called Summer of Love.
Thank you for the recommendation, Michael. Raheem Devon. Thank you.
And by the way, it should start coming back. I want to be on it once again.
You know what? I'm gonna probably do something in the fall, and I would love for you to be a shooter. Please.
Okay.
You're so funny every time.
Thank you.
Please.
All right, man.
Peace. PCT.
Peace, brother.
He's the sweetest. Can't lie, I've missed that face, Bandersnatch says about Michael.
It's adorable. It's an adorable face. Friend of the show.
Yeah, Miss Cheryl, the Discord rules are you guys can't date each other because every time that happens, when it doesn't work out, somebody leaves my Discord and I miss them and I don't like it.
That's true.
Sing, Michael. You shut up, Miss Cheryl. All right, let's do 2 memes and let's get out of here. All right. So we love this website or this page on Instagram called 6 Brown Chicks.
6 Brown Chicks.
And on Wednesdays, they post some anonymous questions from people about relationships. And I'm going to read a couple of my favorite ones. Or... what are you doing?
Anonymous.
Is that what you meant?
You said anonymous. I was like,
oh, you corrected me in front of people.
Oh yeah, because you're afraid of the foods that I eat. Because
I'm worried about your health. Because I love you.
All I do is eat great. Yeah, I got vegetables. I mean salads.
You just ordered a whole bucket of chicken yesterday.
I'm so glad you said that. There were 4 pieces of chicken.
She thought it was like of chicken.
I can't change how they serve it to you.
Why did you order fried chicken talking about you eat great every day?
Taste for fried chicken.
You do this on a regular basis. Pizza, fried chicken, then you'll go vegan fried chicken and back to pizza, then lemonade with 6 desserts. Like you are making me worry about you.
I have vegetables, I have salads, I have smoothies. I offset
those are things I force on you.
So do I not have them or do I just not get credit?
If I'm not here,
I have vegetables at every meal.
If I
don't have vegetables,
what was the vegetable
water,
with the bucket of chicken?
I just had the chicken. That wasn't a meal. It was more like a quick snack.
That
it was
was
only 4
a
pieces.
meal.
It was
What
2
do you
legs.
mean only 4 pieces?
You gotta let me talk. It was 2 legs, 2 thighs. A bucket of chicken is like 8 pieces of chicken when you got wings, thighs, breasts, legs, all that. I just had 4 pieces of chicken. I can't help how they serve it in a bucket. I'm like, y'all really making the spot hot with this bucket.
Chicken slaps, Miss Cheryl says.
Super slaps.
Where does seafood come in, CT?
Oh man, I had fish a lot 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna be back on my fish night, but she's cooking this week, so it's gonna be a lot of vegan dishes this week.
And I made him vegan salmon sliders yesterday.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's not enough chicken. Z-Dog says 4 pieces is not enough.
That's my point, Z-Dog. But here in Tanjareen, she would think that it's like I'm out here eating 10,000 pieces. It wasn't even Popeye.
Pieces. All right, let's read some of these memes. You are.
You know why I emphasize?
Why, baby?
Because I need you to understand which words I feel are important in the sentence.
Pieces was the important word.
Yeah, it was pieces.
Pieces.
I'll be doing auditions. They'll be like, could you just... And I'm like, no. I need you to know that I think the character is emphasizing this.
Can you say rice and beans?
Rice and beans.
Beans.
It's got a hard B.
Beans.
It's a B and an E. Am I supposed to emphasize the A and the N?
You could just say beans.
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 Beans. That's how I'm supposed to pronounce it? It's beans.
CT said chicken in a bucket is not a bucket of chicken.
Hey! Madness status. God bless you, baby. Appreciate you.
All I know is I came downstairs. It was 2 big soft drinks with a straw, a big old bucket of fried chicken, and side dishes that he did not want.
Can I say this? Okay. There's a spot called Jolly Bee that I saw on DoorDash.
Ooh, when Green Ranger said a bucket of chicken is a snack, that's crazy, man. I told y'all. I worry about him. He'll eat a piece of cake this big. This is a slice of cake to him. But I'm like, this is not okay. This is too much sugar. A bucket of chicken is not a snack. Thank you, Green Ranger. And 2 soft drinks with a straw, you guys.
Y'all gotta let me say this, bro.
No,
you gotta let me say this.
It's one.
It's in a bucket of chicken. It's a snack. That's
crazy, fam.
Listen to me right now. Ordered a spot called Jolly Beans. I said, oh, this looks dope. They said chicken. I woke up and I just wanted some chicken. I was like, oh man. They said 4 pieces. I'm like, great, 2 legs and 2 thighs. That's a cool little snack. I saw some spaghetti. I was like, oh, I want some spaghetti, but let me just see what it smelled like in person, whatever. Then I saw some rice that they were advertising. I'm like, all right, I guess it comes with, so the chicken.
All carbs and starches and fried food.
The chicken they didn't sell it separately. You had to get the combo. And their combo was outrageous. So the combo was 4 pieces of chicken, spaghetti, rice, and 2 soft drinks. It wasn't like they gave you 1 soft drink. So when they said it,
eat chicken like this potato chips.
I swear to God, I'm not, bro. Listen. Should have went to Popeyes, right?
Well, Jolly Bee's chicken is big as hell, so it has to come in a bucket.
So Pete, they did not let me order like a side piece of chicken. So I had to get this 4-piece chicken in a bucket with spaghetti, this big thing of rice, because the side choices were like fries, mashed potatoes, and gravy, rice, or spaghetti. So I was like, all right, well, let me get the spaghetti and let me get some fries, right? And I got the little rice. When the food came, it's all this food. I looked at the rice. I smelled it. I was like, nope, not eating that. I looked at the spaghetti. I said, nope, not eating that. I saw the fries. I was like, I don't want that. I ate the chicken. Mind you, it was 2 drinks. They didn't let you get 1. It just came with 2 drinks.
This is not a health food place.
So I had to choose it.
You had to.
So when Tanjareen comes down, she only sees the end result. She doesn't see the decision-making process. So now I look crazy.
You have a bucket of chicken in front of you talking about when you're cooking. I'm
also,
like, what?
Let me finish this because I need y'all to understand my perspective. I didn't even eat all 4 pieces.
CT out here ordering family meals for a snack.
I didn't even eat all 4 pieces of chicken, bro. I ate both legs, and I was like, all right, bet, I'm good. And I set the other 2 pieces of chicken up Tanjareen was like, yo, is this trash? I'm like, yeah, throw it away. So like 3 hours later, I was starving again because I only had 2 legs. So then I grabbed a piece of the thigh and I was like, all right, well, let me eat this to tide me over because she said she cooked it in a couple hours. So I did not eat all of that chicken and I didn't eat none of those sides. It was hella protein, bro. So start me out. Clear my name up.
So did you have the 4 pieces of chicken for your snack or not?
No.
Because you said you did.
I said I had 2 legs.
You said you had 4 pieces of chicken.
I had 4 pieces of chicken.
Okay. So
but I ate 2 legs. I set the 2 to the side. Hours later, I ate the other piece of chicken.
So you had 4 pieces of chicken. And no vegetables.
There doesn't offer no vegetables.
Are you getting frustrated?
Yes, because I feel like you're misquoting me, bro. I'm not being represented.
I'm not your bro.
I'm talking about all of them. He said, a bucket of chicken as a snack.
That's crazy, fam. Ordering food like you want to be on my 600-pound life.
Yo, who said that?
Z-Dog.
Z-Dog, I'm telling you, did you just hear what I said? Tell me that's not normal, bro.
Well, you and Autumn Reed said the chicken is big. So 4 pieces of
the legs were huge. I was like, all right, bet. So that's why I didn't even have that as the other 2.
And the spaghetti wasn't a side. It was its own big container.
That spaghetti was heavy. I would not eat that spaghetti. I didn't eat the spaghetti, the rice, the fries. All I had was one of the drinks. I didn't even drink the other one.
Hey, yo, if you want a quick snack, call 1-800-411-Marriage-Go-Round podcast. Get at Leroy Strickland Jr. special bucket of chicken. Lord have mercy. The Jolly Combo 1 is meant to feed a Filipino family of 6 or a Black family of 3.
I don't even know what combo that was. I'm just telling you, I had the 2 legs. I set the rest to the side. I didn't even eat the spaghetti or the rice. So y'all not about to make me out here.
Lex says CT just said it was a late lunch, not a snack. 4 huge pieces of fried chicken in a bucket is not a snack. Okay?
You know what's throwing you off? The bucket.
The bucket. I came down and saw you with a whole bucket. I was like, what?
They should have served it on a napkin. Okay?
The fries weren't even good, Jordan. I tasted one. They were terrible. In his defense, chicken is protein and is good for building muscle, which he is clearly doing. Z-Dog with the compliment.
Thank you, Z-Dog. Well, I'll flex for you. I ain't been in the gym in a week.
No, I haven't been in 2 weeks. But
you ain't been in longer than that.
2 weeks. I keep track on my calendar.
Tej,
yes.
You're not about to shame me for this bucket of chicken.
Oh, I'm ashamed you, but go ahead. What's up with me not going to say Get it all out. Get it all out. The show's supposed to be over. This is fun. Let's go.
Bucket of chicken as a snack.
You ate 2
That's
eggs.
Crazy, Sam. Oh.
Green Ranger, that was funny. Thank you.
Are you getting harassed eating a bucket of chicken? Do you want your wife to saw you out because the chicken was just 2 pieces and you set the others to the side?
And ate them still?
Well, call me right now. My firm is here to service you. My name is Leroy Strickland Jr. I'm here for your needs. He has not come back.
We have not seen him. You've scared away.
I think he blocked us.
A live person.
Oh,
a fan.
Green Ranger. That was the hardest I've laughed in days.
Thank you, Green Ranger.
He said,
I needed you to say it.
Bucket of chicken. As a snack.
Crazy, fam.
That is crazy, fam.
Holy.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go. This is the longest episode we've ever done, bro.
Yeah, it's because of you and your chicken.
He said a bucket of chicken as a snack. That's crazy. And listen, I agree. Under the circumstance of what y'all were probably thinking of what Tanjareen made you think, who wouldn't think that that's crazy? But what I just described is nothing for anybody. My 80-pound little sister, she probably weigh 100 by now. My 100-pound little sister could eat that easily.
To make a comic belly laugh must feel good, LOL.
Yo, if you've never had a Filipino fast food, then Jollibee's may not be for you. But the line be out the door at the restaurants up here. Yo, I'll tell you this. I would get the chicken again, but I wouldn't get the combo. And it's like they don't offer it no other way on DoorDash.
I just would like you to order from places that also offer vegetables.
I do too. But sometimes the best food don't be offering vegetables. I went to a KFC years ago and I said, hey, y'all got a salad? They were like, nah. I was like, y'all got anything green? They're like, nah. I went to McDonald's. I was like, y'all got salad? They was like, no. I was like, what happened to the McSalad? So I don't even be eating fast food like that. I do smash the Taco Bell because that's vegetables.
Don't say smash.
I can't smash food?
I told you. I don't like when you say that. Are you ready?
You don't like when I say smash food? What's the reason? Because you think it's sex? Smash food?
Are you ready to get off the air?
No.
It's been an hour and 19 minutes.
You asked, I answered. A bucket of chicken as a snack? That's crazy, fam. Oh my God. That was brilliant.
We had a question from Zach that we didn't get to.
The question may be off topic, but how do I post to move on
from my last relationship, even though she broke up with me, calling it a break, but decided to date someone else the same day she broke up with me?
Let me tell you something. Zach. I want you to know this right now, Zach. Number one, she didn't decide that day. She decided the night before, and she was trying to figure out how to tell you.
She been broken up with you, Zach.
Cold game. Why?
The way you move on
is to get under somebody.
Yeah, best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else.
As a man, if your rebound girl is a good listener, you're going to be out of that thing in about 2 weeks. But if you just having frivolous sex, it's a wrap. I don't want to ever be single again. I couldn't imagine how long it would take me to get over Tanjareen. I would probably spend the next 10 years telling the rebound girl about Tanjareen. And then 5 years after that, maybe I could move on.
You wouldn't be around that long because she'd be making you fried chicken in buckets all day because that's what you really want. Somebody to let you eat wild the way you like to eat. I'm keeping you alive and I'm keeping you by my side and you're not going.
Maybe it's me keeping you alive. You ever thought about that?
How?
Because
how?
I'm the one that's making sure that you got these expensive bullshit ass snacks that you like to eat. How about that? Maybe I'm keeping you alive.
Bullshit snacks? The nectarines and strawberries?
Yeah.
This bullshit snacks?
Mm-hmm. I keep you in snacks.
Or keep me alive.
I keep you in fruit. You understand me? Maybe it's me making you survive.
Thanks. Tour Rules 10 says, what did I walk into? Please rewind, watch the show, leave a comment in the YouTube page underneath.
Cater my friend's baby shower, and even her baby daddy showed up. Ain't claimed the baby, but did claim that chicken. Yo, yeah, I eat great.
Baby,
say I don't.
That's what started this whole conversation.
Say I don't.
You told me you ate great.
Say I don't.
I reminded everybody what you ate yesterday.
What I ate last night.
And that kept us up
what
for
I ate last
another
night.
15 minutes.
What I ate last night. Marlo Runway. Marlo Runway.
These inside jokes.
Marlo Runway.
They're not gonna get it.
Oh, so we watched this episode. We watched this episode of Atlanta Housewives years ago, and there was this woman on there named Marlo, and they were on the bus, and Marlo was like, "Yes, because I know all about fashion." And then I'm gonna be Marlo. I want you to say, what runways have you walked on? Go ahead.
Fashion. What runways have you walked on?
Marlo Runway. Marlo Runway.
And she just kept saying it under her breath while they kept talking. We picked up on it, and it's part of our running joke.
Marlo Runway. It was just
in the middle of nowhere. We'll just be like Marlo Runway.
Because it's like you also have your own runway. What's he gonna say?
This is a dog. CT is definitely keeping you alive because vegan salmon doesn't sound healthy.
Listen, when she said vegan salmon, I was just like, okay. Like, listen, it can't be both. It's either gonna be salmon or it's gonna be vegan.
So you want me to cook?
Do y'all signal each other under the table? Is that why y'all sit so close? Our hands are above the table. No. We also sit together because we are in love.
Maybe they want us to sit.
They want us to be like, this is doing a marriage podcast? Come on, bucko. Ask a better question.
Give each other purpose. CT eats bad, so Tanj can attempt to keep him healthy. Oh,
y'all really be thinking I eat bad? I eat great. I used to eat badly.
Can we end the show now?
Oh, you want to get out of here?
I mean, if not, we could have read a couple of memes.
No, let's get out of here. All right, y'all. Y'all take care, man. It's always a pleasure.
This has been so much fun.
So much fun. A bucket of chicken.
I have a show at the Sunset Rooftop, July 15th. It's a Saturday. It's called Cannabis and Comedy. Cannabis and Comedy. You know I don't smoke, but apparently it's a 420 event. Come check it out. If you're in LA, I'm going to be going to North Carolina.
What's this there, bucko? Hey, BT Kingsley. Thank you, BT. CT out here, Big Slim. Hey, BT, you got to rewind 20 minutes, bro. Trust me. Go to hour 1 and just watch from there, bro. You're gonna laugh so hard.
Thanks for watching, you guys. What I was trying to say was, if you're watching on YouTube, all your comments have been in the live stream on the side. So please, when this live ends, put a couple comments underneath the video so we can get in the algorithm.
Big T paid for my Flash ticket. We went to go see Flash together last week.
I know, I was supposed to go, but you forgot to tell me.
I didn't forget to tell you nothing. I told you. You chose not to come.
You
I had to pay
BT
$2 for your ticket.
No, you didn't. You
Yes,
just
I
get
did.
the money back.
No.
Yes.
He's the one who got the ticket.
Yes, and if he's at the theater and the person's
He
not
was late.
there,
so you couldn't get the refund. So I had to pay for you. So
you didn't need to pay for me. If he was late, that's on him because he could have got a refund. He could still got a refund. He
You
chose
owe me
not to.
$20.
I'm not giving you.
All right, well, BC, you sent me my $10.
Goodbye.
Bye, y'all. A bucket of chicken as a snack? That's crazy.